Hi you guys, welcome back to my series. As promised on my Lemonade app, I told you guys that I would show you guys how I use my iPad. Like everything about the iPad. Everyone has an iPad, but I love the app GoodNotes, and that is what I use for my Bible notes. That was like my second most popular video on TikTok with over like 20 million views on my iPad and my GoodNotes. So I decided to do videos because I know me, I'm a visual learner, and 60 seconds is not enough for me. I might want to go back and replay it. So we're going to get straight into the GoodNotes. I made a folder for you guys, and it's the GoodNotes folder. And the first thing you want to do with the iPad is you want to go into your settings. And if you have an Apple Pen, and you guys see this tip, ooh. Okay, stop. I'm done. So you guys see this tip. I got this tip from Amazon. I will link it down below, but these are tips that you can take off your Apple. I have an Apple Series 2. I think they have a 3. And then this is just... Hold on, you guys. This is my Apple Pencil. As you see, Apple. And yeah, so I just have this as a grip from Amazon so I can take it off and write because I can't charge it with this up here. So what you want to do is you want to go into Apple Pencil. And we have this new feature with the Apple Pencil 2 where you can tap right here and it changes between each tool. So I put it to switch between current tool and last tool used. You want to make sure your scribble is on, and then you can try it and only draw with the Apple Pencil. If you don't have an Apple Pencil, then you want to make sure you turn that feature off. But if you do have an Apple Pencil, you want to make sure that's on. So if you don't have an Apple Pencil, they have stylus pencils, all type of pencils on Amazon. Make sure that you turn that feature off. And then you want to scroll up and you want to go back into GoodNotes. So this is where you have your folders. This is a one-time app that you purchase and you're set for the whole year. So right now I think this app is going for $9 and you pay a one-time fee and you're good for the whole year. Each of these folders, you can create it however you want. And let me show you how to make a folder. Delete. I don't know what I have going on here. Here, you have notebook, study set, folders, scan documents, take a photo, import, quick notes, and record. I love to use the record feature when I'm at church, taking my Bible notes, and I can go back and listen to it anytime. So we're going to go ahead and to create a folder. And this is where you create your folder. Any color. And they have icons that you can use too, which is pretty cool. Colors. All that. So we'll just go with the green icon. We'll go with the apple since we're teaching. And then you could put now you have your folder and you're like, okay, Chantel, what do I do with my folder? You click on it and you can add documents here. You can add another folder within a folder, a subsidized folder. So now we're going to add a notebook. This is where you choose the cover of your notebook, and this is where you choose your paper. Over here is the name of your notebook, if you want a cover, if you don't want a cover. Size, I like to use the portrait size, GoodNotes. You can change it if you want landscape, meaning it goes this way rather than going up and down, left and right, up and down. So I like portrait and I do the GoodNotes standard. So then you can change the color, you guys, of your notebook. Look at this. These are all the pages that I made. So this is going to change the pages inside your notebook. And let's say you want to do a custom color. So this is the background and that is the lines. So if you want the background to be black and you want the lines to be custom, any color, look at that. You can make the lines anything. And then you can also hit the helix button, like the little section over here, and you can make your own color. Look. Let's say we like that color. We're going to add it to our palette, and now we have it over here. And you see, now let's go to apply. And now give the notebook a name. You don't really have to give it a name, but yeah. We can give it love. And then the size, all that. Let's say we want to have a blank notebook. We want dotted papers. We want legal paper. We want a tool, a monthly planner. This is the marketplace where you can look at other ones that have already been created. Let's say you do music, but yeah. So now that we have our page, if you go back to the home button, it will take you back home to your folder. Let's go back out, and there's our folder that we created. We have that. Then we have the notebook inside of the folder. And maybe you say, okay, Chantel, I don't like the way this looks. It bothers my eyes. I hate this. Okay, you see the 3 dots over here? Click that, change your template. That means change your current layout. It's going to bring you back to the original page that we were on. So let's go back to dotted lines, yellow. Let's make it white. Leave it as that, apply. And it's going to ask you, change current page template. Yes. Now you have white. But let's say you're like, okay, I want one page to be white and I want one page to be a different color. I got you. You see that little square button, those 4 squares? Hit that. All right. That's your first cover of the book, the first page, the second page. Now you can choose different pages to add after each pages. So let's go with more template. It's going to take you right back to the same page where we created the first one. I don't want white. Yeah, I think my pen is dying. Yeah. I'm going to do yellow and I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to close out this box right here, tap on it, and then look. And then right here on your cover, you can add and draw anything you want. You can add and do whatever you want. So you have your first page, your second page. And if you scroll over, it will duplicate the previous page. So if you're just writing notes for school and you're like, okay, I want to duplicate my pages, I don't want to have to keep creating them, slide over. Okay, so the next thing we're going to learn is I want to change the order of my pages. I don't want them to slide this way. I want them to slide up and down. You're going to go to these 3 boxes. You're going to come on down. You see how it says rotate pages, change page. Let's come on down. Scrolling directions, horizontal or vertical. Do you want it left or right? Tap here, and now everything will go up. As you see here, let's say you're like, okay, I want to change it back. Go back to the 3 dots, come on down. Scrolling direction is vertical, horizontal, sidebar to the right or to the left, sidebar left or right. So now we're going back this direction. So let's go back home and let's go out of here and revisit what we did today. Today we learned how to create a folder. We tapped on it, and let's say you want to make that your main folder that you go into. You could put a red star. You could do whatever you want. You go here, good notes, And this is the folder within your folder. So for me, if I was a student and I wanted to organize my GoodNotes and make sure all my classes had their own folder, I would create each folder and have all of my class documents in it. I'm going to you guys can watch me while I do this. So I created 2 different folders, and this is how you can organize your classes. That's everything for your math and I don't know what DEP. I remember I took it in college. I forgot the abbreviation, what it was for, but it just came to mind. So we have the second folder. This is where you can import everything into here. Go here, notebook, study set folder, image, scan documents, import quick notes. If you want to create another notebook for each semester, notebook, let's change the color, and you tap on the cover, and then that is the pages. So cover, I don't like the blue, so let's go with pink, and then it's going to give you all the pink stuff to go with it. And you can change your folders. I imported this one. So, yeah. But we have pink, and I want my pages to be pink. I mean, we're going to do a whole pink theme. So let's go with color. Yeah, my pencil is definitely dying. We're going to go with this pink. And it's already like created for me. It has the black lines. But let's say it's not created. Let's go with that pink. It's blank. It's like squared paper. So I'll show you. Then you want to call this spring. Well, actually it's fall. So let's call it fall 2025. And then go. And then we have our fall 2025. Hit this button to review your notes. And you have your folder. You have your cover. You have your first page. And then your second page, you can tap that to change it if you want it to be white or a calendar. And let's say you want to move this calendar and make it here. Hold the page. Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh, God, stop. And move it that way. So hold it and move it down. So you can change the order of the page, which I recommend the first page of your notebook for students be a calendar so that you can have everything organized. So that's your first page, that's your calendar, and then that is the second page, which is a pink page. And remember, if you pull over, it's going to duplicate the previous page. So there you guys go. But that's the first page, the first video in my iPad series. Every week you're going to get a new video from me, and I'm going to teach you how to fall in love with your iPad. If you have anything that you want to learn how to do on your iPad, please leave it in the comment section down below, and I will be happy to go into details and show you guys how to use your iPad and how to get everything for free. Unfortunately, the app is not free, but it's a one-time purchase, and every year you make this purchase, but I promise you it is so worth it. So thank you for watching my video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys. In my stomach, there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way.